Giant hordes of illegal immigrants are being brought into the United States just in time for the societal meltdown of 2024, Michael Snyder reports. Are they trying to destroy our nation on purpose? At a time when our economic problems are rapidly progressing, we are already involved in multiple global conflicts, and we're on the verge of the most chaotic election season in American history. Wave after wave of illegal immigrants is being brought into the United States. Cities all over the country have already been absolutely overwhelmed by vast hordes of illegal invaders, but more just keep pouring in with each passing day. In fact, more illegal immigrants are arriving at our borders this month than we have ever seen before. Border officials reported the highest number of migrants crossing ever, with a 7-day average more than 9,600 in December, a Homeland Security official told CNN. The record-smashing figure is the average across the entire southern border of the country. In November, the figure sat at 6,800, meaning the southern border has seen an influx of 3,000 more arrivals per day as migrants continue to pour through the border. That is a historic number, Texas Representative Tony Gonzalez said last week from crossing hotspot of Eagle Pass, Texas. Yet more people are coming, and there's more people in the pipeline. If these people want to come and live in the United States, they should go through the appropriate legal channels. But instead, giant hordes are showing up at our borders illegally because they know that the Biden administration will let them in. And those that enter our nation illegally are much more likely to engage in illegal activity once they're here. Over the long Christmas weekend, Border Patrol agents were being swamped by an enormous tsunami of human suffering. Border Patrol agents apprehended more than 29,000 migrants during the extended Christmas weekend, while most American families enjoyed and celebrated Christmas with family and friends. Border Patrol agents stayed at their tasks of processing, transporting, caring for, and eventually releasing thousands of migrants pushed across the border by cartels. Border Patrol agents assigned to the 9 Southwest Border Patrol sectors apprehended at least 29,000 migrants who illegally crossed the border between ports of entry between December 22nd and 25th, according to unofficial Border Patrol report obtained by Breitbart, Texas. On Thursday, December 21st, agents apprehended at least 9,000 more migrants, and this brought the total for the last 5 days to at least 38,000 migrant apprehensions. Many migrants were lost along the way, but they just keep coming because they have been promised that Biden will let them in if they can just get to the border. Right now, another absolutely massive caravan that's being led by Mexican activist Luis Rey Garcia Villagran is on the way to the United States. The biggest migrant caravan for 18 months set off for the U.S. from Mexico on Christmas Eve as border crossing records continue to tumble. Around 10,000 people led by Mexican activist Luis Rey Garcia Villagran left the southern Mexican border town of Tapachula for the long march north as more of those already at the U.S. border finished their journey this evening. Needless to say, these caravans are being given a tremendous amount of outside assistance. Globalist NGOs provide highly detailed maps and very significant instructions to illegal migrants that are coming north. And once they arrive, those same NGOs often provide illegal immigrants with transportation. What's becoming increasingly evident is that a network of NGOs funded partly by the U.S. taxpayer, but by our other countries and corporations are covertly facilitating the invasion of illegals at the U.S. southern border, as well as distributing them across the U.S. into progressive metro areas. According to an August report by progressive left-leaning media watchdog organizations Fairness and Accuracy in Reporting, President Biden's Department of Homeland Security allocated $363 million to NGOs to assist illegal aliens once they are in the United States. Texas Governor Greg Abbott released a press release 1 year ago detailing how NGOs may be engaged in unlawfully orchestrating other border crossings through activities on both sides of the border, including the sector's other than El Paso. Once across the border, NGOs are also helping migrants with transportation across the U.S., such as providing seats on commercial airlines. Hundreds of millions of our tax dollars are being used for this. We are literally funding an illegal invasion of our own country, it appears. Our politicians know that this is happening, but they refuse to stop it. The truth is that they could end illegal immigration and secure our borders if they really wanted to do so. All that would be necessary would be to reallocate just a fraction of the money that is being recklessly wasted each year. Senator Rand Paul just released his yearly report on government waste, and some of the things that he has revealed are beyond shocking. This year, I'm highlighting a whopping, I'm counting the zeros, $900 billion of waste, including an NIH grant to study Russian cats walking on a treadmill, Barbies used as proof of ID for receiving COVID Paycheck Protection Program funds, $6 million to promote tourism in Egypt, and $200 million to struggling artists like Post Malone, Chris Brown, and Lil Wayne. And we have the resources to secure the border. But our politicians simply will not do it. And so now we will pay the price. Right now, chaos is already erupting on a regular basis on the streets of our major cities. And as this election season brings the anger and frustration of the American people to a crescendo, the chaos in our streets will get worse. In addition to the thousands of additional illegal immigrants to the mix on a daily basis is certainly not going to help matters. The stage is set for a societal meltdown of absolutely epic proportions. Crime rates are soaring, and we're in the midst of the worst drug crisis in U.S. history, and illegal immigrants are fueling the growth of gangs all over the nation. The left wanted to bring in millions of illegal immigrants, and now it's happened. Unfortunately, nobody's going to be able to control the nightmare that they have created, and that is really bad news for us all. This is by Michael Snyder, and it says about the author, my name is Michael, and my brand new book entitled Chaos is now available in paperback and for Kindle on Amazon. In addition to my new book, I've written 7 other books that are available on Amazon, including 70 Apocalypse, Lost Prophecies of the Future of America, The Beginning of the End, and Living a Life That Really Matters, Commissions Earned. When you purchase any of these books, you help to support the work that I'm doing, and one way you can really help is by sending copies as gifts to family and friends. Time is short, and I need help getting these warnings into the hands of as many people as possible. I've also started a brand new Substack newsletter, and I encourage you to subscribe so you will not miss any of my articles. I've published thousands of articles on the Economic Collapse blog, End of the American Dream, and the most important news. And the articles that I publish on those sites are republished on dozens of other prominent websites all over the globe. I always freely and happily allow others to republish my articles on their own websites, but I also ask that they include this about the author section with each article. The material contained in this article is for general information purposes only, and readers should consult licensed professionals before making legal, business, financial, or health decisions. I encourage you to follow me on social media, Facebook and Twitter, and any way you can share these articles with us is definitely a great help. These are such troubled times, and people need hope. John 3:16 tells us about the hope that God has given us through Jesus Christ. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. If you have not already done so, I strongly urge you to invite Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior today. This is by Michael Snyder on End of the American Dream. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.